know we had a submitted question on this about the date. So the application date we talked about, now I'm talking about action date. And the date of action taken is when you denied, they withdrew, et cetera. And some of these get kind of fuzzy. So there's some flexibility it talks about, but look at letter E. It says you can't cross a year. So for instance, at the very top of this, they talked about you can go with the loan origination date or the day that you funded the loan if it was rescindable, for instance. I'm going to tell you, never do that, because it's a lot harder to prove when I look up an extra step. But again, I'm down to try to do this for submission only. So look at the loan, look at the LAR, they should match the date. If you are in the camp that, well, we closed the loan on the 29th of December and we funded it on January 2nd, so let's go with January 2nd. No, letter E says you can't. You can't cross a year. There's a curtain that drops, an iron curtain, and nothing is allowed to go on the other side. Let's go on over to page 60, the property address. Again, small filers, now we start to get into some exemptions and things, and you can see where we put in the 12A about street address, exempt for small filers, et cetera. The 5-digit county code, the state, and the census tract you still have to have, though. Now, that's for properties within your metropolitan statistical area. If you go to letter B, outside, small filers are exempt from all those unless you're a large bank for CRA, letter C says, then you have to give them all the time. This is one that I just recommend that you always give, but you may not want to do that. So let's move on to page 62, talk about reporting their ethnicity, their race, their sex. I could fill up pages of filing instruction guide here. What I want you to get is that you're going to report up to 5 ethnicities on the applicant, the co-applicant, another 5, and race, etc. And if you walk over to page 63 with me, you'll see this box 31 data field. On the filing instruction guide, I have a little different picture on the screen than what you have in your book. But this is talking about that whole, did you fill it out or did they fill it out? You need to have an answer for every entry on your loan application register. It might be a code 4, no co-applicant, or code 3, not applicable, meaning that it's an entity or that you purchased the loan. But they want you to be answering these for every one of those. Okay? Now, I'm just going to have you think about, does this make sense in the sense of how you're collecting? You have the race and the ethnicity, and they said they didn't fill it out, so your people did. Think through those things. Does it make sense? If we go to race on page 64, you'll see the same thing. Page 65 gets into sex, and there's additional codes for, they marked both male and female, code 6. Let's go to page 66. Age is as of the application date. And that's in bold print there for you. I just want you to catch that. I'm going to slow down. 67, income. This is one of the top errors. Make sure that you can back it up. Check and double check this. Make sure that you're looking at whatever was relied upon. That's the key.